1973 basic training of knife fighting. And it was fundamentally this. The guy would stand in front of you and he'd say, slash, slash, stab! Slash, slash, stab! That's all you need. That's all you need to know. Everybody with me. Together. Slash, slash, stab. And you know that does a lot right there. The guys, their arms are up. You slash down the arms. You stab. And it's, for 4 hours, it's not that bad stuff. And then later, you're supposed to get advanced materials. But the state of military knife fighting is pretty pathetic. First of all, as with the samurai, for example, they had these training sheds, and you had archery. You know, they eventually had guns, but you had archery, and then you had the sword, and then the knife, and then this side you have the weapons continuum. Now, you know, you have shoulder fire missiles, and then you've got machine guns and sniper rifles, and it goes down to when you're down, the expression down to the knife, you've lost everything else. And so how is it that you're fighting with a knife worldwide? Yes, silence is one thing, but they have ways, like I said today, that if you think you're going to need some silent shooting, you bring a silencer, you know, and put it on your long gun or pistol. But anyway, so typically, the jiu-jitsu shed was not used much, but you had jiu-jitsu experts there, you know. And in the military today, the last thing they worry about is hand-to-hand fighting. And you take a look at, everybody is just mystified about the SEALs right now because they killed bin Laden, but they've been mystified about the SEALs for a long time. And they don't really have any emphasis on knife fighting. They don't care. Or hand-to-hand fighting. They swim real well. They blow shit up, you know, and they shoot well. That's about it. That's what all they're interested in. And no one spends an official amount of time, you know, doing knife fighting, we'll say, or they may breeze through something. And God help us, I don't know what it is. You know, I have no idea what they've been attached to, because what happens is exactly this. We're in a unit. We're in a pretty cool unit, and you're the lieutenant. And you know, we all live off base, and you take your kids to the Aikido school, and you strike up in a relationship with the Aikido instructor. The next thing, that guy's down teaching that unit some Aikido moves. That is about 80% of all the influence from the outside that comes in. It's someone who knows someone, and they hardly ever seek out. I could just tell you stories upon stories, you know, like that. They rarely seek out someone that is, you know, it's very difficult. Now, I was in the Middle East last year doing combatives, hand stick knife gun combatives. I took 2 guys with me, and we were supposed to go back this year. And then last November, it wasn't this year, last November, it must have been the March before. No, it was March and then November. And then Obama pulled all the troops out of Iraq. So that killed the contract, you know. But when I wasn't going to teach hand-to-hand combatives, it was just hand, stick, knife, gun combatives. They wanted to do pistol stuff. They wanted to do a whole slew of material. It wasn't just hand-to-hand.